students. Welcome to this new session of the Signature of Public International Law. We are in the session number 8 in the Unit 3, Sources of Public International Law, in the subunit 3.3, the International Customs, General Principles, Judicial Decisions, Doctrine and Equity, and the Unilateral Acts of the States. Principally, we are going to analyze the unilateral acts of the states, but also the other ones. So, starting with this session, first of all, the judicial decisions. The status of the International Court of Justice states that the tribunal shall decide in accordance with public international law the disputes submitted to it, for which purpose it shall consider the judicial decisions and doctrines of the most competent publicists in the different nations, as an auxiliary means for the determination of the rules of law without prejudice to the provisions of the Article 59. In this way, we understood that only a sentence can never be used as a jurisprudential precedent or doctrine. It must always be used as an auxiliary means supporting international treaties, customs, or general principles, which are the principal sources of public international law. Also, we have to consider the limitations of judicial decisions as an auxiliary source of international law. The judicial decisions are a secondary source because they do not create rights, they only discover it, are not binding beyond the subjects who were parties to the dispute resolved by them, are not binding in cases other than those in which they have been issued. Also, the judicial decisions which may be invoked or those are those of the Commission and those of other international courts, such as the Constitutional Court of the International Jurisdiction, which was precedor of the court and be considered for the point of view of the possibility of the court. Also, we are going to analyze the concept of doctrine, main tasks of doctrine before international law according to Schwarzenberger, and the role of doctrine in the sources of law. Also, we are going to analyze the concept of resolution of international bodies, the nature of resolutions of these international bodies, the types of resolution of them, and the concept of unilateral acts of states as the source of law, which is a manifestation of the state that is not mistaken, formulated with the intention of producing legal effects in its relations with one or more states or one or more international organizations of which the state or international organization or international organizations are aware. The example of an unilateral act of a state. Also, we're going to see the nuclear test of France in the 16th and 17th century. 16th or 17th years. And the basic elements of a unilateral act of a state to be considered as a source of law. Also, the classification of unilateral acts and the types of unilateral acts.